Hi, this is Leo. It's time for my third video review. I play as 2Q on KGS, and today I will have a look at one of rab-the-goat's games. He's 9Q and he played as black against doshirock, who is 7Q. I will again use the Goban for the review, so let's jump into the game. Rab is black and the opening is very normal. Yes, that's all fine. Black does the 3 space extension, great. White plays this second line move. I'm not sure if this is the right time to do it. Normally we play second line moves in the opening and early middle game to either make life or prevent our opponent from making life. This is not the case here, so it seems a bit greedy and a bit too slow for me. Black can now take a big point like this one, and I think this is, well, I prefer this game as black, but let's just continue. Black jumps here, okay. This is kind of important because it prevents white from building something huge on the left side, and at the same side builds the top. I still prefer extending on one of the sides or approaching the corner. The reason is black will not make that much territory at the top because white is already here on the second line and has the possibility to jump anytime into black's territory, so it will be really hard to build something here. So this also feels a bit early for me. Oh yes, white jumps right away and black answers here. I just thought whether black might just cut here and make it harder for white to live, but of course this comes with quite some risk, so this obviously is the easy way to continue. Okay, and black allows white to just connect and take the influence he gets, some center influence, and this wall to build some territory here, so why not? Okay, this is a bit slow. Yes, now we approach. I like that one. And white doesn't answer for the lower left side, for the lower left corner, which is okay, but instead approaches here. Interesting. Not sure whether I like this, because if black just answers, which black actually did in the game, it will be quite hard for white stone to make life here locally. So if he does something like this, yes, it might be possible to live here, but at the same time black will get quite some profit on the right side. So I'm not sure if this is the right way to play for white. So white could easily approach from this side and would have a way easier life here, right? So even if black continues like this, yes, black will get a nice corner and top, but it's not huge yet, and white has a solid position here on the right and can continue playing for the right side, which is actually not too bad. So I prefer this way for white. Black responded here, and white jumped to the second line, so he wants to live here, he wants to make life there. I'm not sure if this is the best move, so I think this is the normal move to settle, but let's see. Okay, and black says no, I don't want you to live in my corner, and he takes the corner territory, so this already is quite some profit for black. Very nice. This is a bad exchange for white, because white's shape is not great. Black is totally solid now. Before this exchange, white later had the opportunity to play something like this and somehow annoy black. and threaten to take the corner territory away. If he, for example, has to give up these stones anyway, after this exchange, this is no longer possible. So I don't like that exchange for white. And then he escapes, and black keeps taking profit on the right side. This is really nice. Okay, white tries to settle, make at least one eye here, and ask whether black allows him to connect, but black says no, I don't want you to connect, I don't want to leave you that easy. And white keeps making life. Okay. I wasn't sure about this move. The question is whether black's group is getting under pressure and black has to do something for this black group. Because obviously he doesn't get a lot from this one, right? It doesn't prevent white from further escaping, nor does it make any significant points. So this does not create more than 1 or 2 points here, maybe. So the question is whether black needs to do this to strengthen his group, or if he can either play elsewhere. Not sure about that. So for example, if black continues here, then white can start putting pressure on this group with a move like this. This might be too aggressive, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's not a nice situation for black. So yes, I think we want to continue and strengthen this group somehow, but there could be a better move. There should be a better move actually. So either black could think about playing moves here on the left side to maybe do something like this, which does help white, secures white corner, but of course also strengthens his black group without strengthening this group, and now giving black the chance to either keep the pressure on this group or continue elsewhere. Or black could also think about something like, well, at least, I would say at least jump here and threaten to fully surround white. So if white doesn't answer, then black can surround white, and white now has a hard time to make life here. And even if he finds a way to do this, black will be very strong here, and it will be easy for black to build a lot of territory on the lower right side. So I definitely do like this game for black. So this move for me feels much better than this one, even though it is only one line. But this way, white is clearly ahead, and this is always a big advantage to be 1 or 2 lines ahead if it comes to escaping with a weak group. And with this move, black is ahead, and black can force white to keep escaping and allowing black to make territory at the same time. So this is my preferred option. But black played here, and white continued with this move, which is even faster than the one that I chose. But it leaves this weakness here, and black decided to immediately cut through. Yes, I'm not sure if this is possible. Well, let's see. Yes, white does this exchange, this, and black connected here. Is this necessary? So if black goes here, is there a risk? At the moment, I don't think so. So this looks like this stone is just dead. The other way around. This feels a bit more risky for black, but actually I think it is still just okay. Yeah, this doesn't really look too good for white's 2 stones here. So he can try to save them, but yeah, this will be really painful for white. So I don't think it's a good idea. So I think black could just extend here instead of playing the solid connection, which of course is is on the one hand making more territory here, and on the other hand threatens to later play this ladder. So this would be my move, I guess. This again feels a bit slow. It's still a nice position here on the right side, and if black gets later the chance to play a move like this one, he will get a lot of territory there. But yeah, it's a bit slow. I think black could have gotten even more. And white just takes this A stone, which probably is a good idea, because now white is super safe here and white's group is strong and can be used to, for example, attack this B group. Black peeps, okay. And now black takes the double approach. And white answers here, and this is strange. This is a bit strange. So normally white has to either play here or here. So these would be normal choices for white. This one is strange because what white doesn't want black to do is to play this move next, because now white is sealed in. As you can see, he can't escape and will have to somehow make life inside. So this is totally not Joseki. Please don't look too deeply into the sequence. The only message I have is so if white somehow makes life here, black gets this super nice center influence to both sides. This is totally good for black and a horrible result for white. So this is why normally white plays either this move or this one, or if he really wants to keep things simple, maybe something like this. But this is unusual. So how does black answer? And yeah, as said, I think this is the normal and also good way in this situation to punish white, to surround white's stone in the corner, maybe allow him to make life, but take the very good influence. Black plays this one, and white cuts, okay. I'm not sure about this move. So what happened? Yes, well, let's first go through this sequence. Yeah, I think this is too loose. Black stones are not really connected. There are just too many weaknesses. So see, here are A, B cuts, C cut. White can play a D to capture this E stone. So black is not at all strong in this situation, so I don't like the sequence for black. So the easiest thing for black would be to just connect here, right? And then I would say white still has to add another move, something like this, to really capture this black stone. And then black could play here maybe, or also just jump to this. So this looks extremely big for black, right? So black has this whole formation here on the lower right side. This looks huge. I totally like that game for black. So I think even though this is very easy, it is just nice for black. And with this move, black allows white to cut here, and this already creates weaknesses. And then black even, white didn't take it immediately, which is a, yeah, it is a nice way. Now he cut, and then black even played here, which strengthens this weak A stone, because black forced him to extend and created this A option to just capture this stone. And this actually is horrible, because this should be an important stone. This is a cutting stone. If white gets A, then white is totally strong here. So if instead black plays here, this looks much better to me. If white answers, yes, now black can block here, and still there are lots of weaknesses. So white still can do something like this, which is annoying, definitely is annoying. Although black can handle some of these variations. What happens if white plays here? Black can take this one, but I think this is too good for white to just live here. So white just lives. If black plays here, this is complicated because these 4 stones are really weak. Yeah, not sure. So I think I really prefer to just play this one. Now black is super solid. He can make use of that stone, and if white invests 1 more stone to really capture it, then black can build a very good position. So this is my preferred way to continue here. Oh no, this is my variation. Sorry, this is the game. And now we have this situation with all these weaknesses. And what did white do? Okay, he played here first, and black answered and removed 1 weakness, and then white took this stone. And yeah, this is really not a good result for black, because yes, black has these stones here which might help him to build something on the lower side, but it's not really a strong wall, so there still are weaknesses here, and that is even worse. White's group is really strong here. And with 1 more move, so let's say black plays here to build something for the right. I'm not saying this is the perfect move, but let's just assume when white plays 1 more move here, white will get a really big left side, because this is almost impossible to do something here because white is so super strong. So yes, this is definitely not a good result for black in the lower left side. Oh, black played even here, which is somehow reasonable because of these weaknesses that are still here. Oh, okay, white plays here right away. White cuts. I wonder if this is possible. It doesn't really look so. So if black just plays Atari, this doesn't look like there's anything for white. So white continues here. On one hand, this move is risky for white, because later black may be able to play at A and revive this B stone. And on the other hand, obviously the ladder just doesn't work. But there is, yeah, I think there's just nothing for white. So also this doesn't help white anyhow. So I think black can just play here, but this is not what he did in the game. So you played here. Okay. Yes, and this is quite painful because now these two stones are kind of cut off. So I think black should just play here and defend like this. Okay, black plays this move, which is huge. Black builds a really big right side. White blocks here. Okay. Not sure if this is necessary. I would rather really capture these two stones with a move like this, or maybe even something like this, because like in the game, these two stones are not dead yet, right? So black can still jump here, and actually capturing them will be quite hard because black has his friends up here. So I would rather consider capturing these two stones instead of this block. Oh, and black answered, but I don't think black has to answer, so black can make life anytime with this move. Yeah, so I think the block is the answer is not necessary and too slow in this case. Okay, white cuts here. Does black have to defend? I'm not sure. So you could either continue here and revive these two stones, because if you escape, then there will be pressure on this A group. So that could be interesting. That could help you to make even more territory here on the lower right side in the B area. Or you could really completely secure this right side and make a lot of territory. Or that is also interesting. Or maybe play the shoulder hit to reduce white's left side. So this looks also interesting for black, because it also obviously helps this black group here. And this is only 6 points, right? So this is not too bad for black actually. But I guess yes, you answered. Oh, and white white tried to severely attack, and black connected. Is it possible to just surround? So can white escape? What is with this move? Is there a way for white to escape? This doesn't quite work for white, does it? So I don't see an easy way to escape. Maybe there is, but I don't see it. And if white plays from this side, yes, black is not yet alive because this will only be one eye. But I think that's okay. There are so many weaknesses here. But it can still jump here or make something here. So I think this should be okay. So maybe directly connecting here and making this horrible shape. So you see this empty triangle, one empty triangle and another one here. Maybe this is a bit too passive. Okay, and white keeps attacking. Is there something for black? No, there's nothing. Oh, white connected. I don't think white has to. So if white plays elsewhere, there's nothing for black, is there? So you can jump in here, but this doesn't help black at all. So I think this is very close to passing, right? Okay, and now black takes this stone. So this is really nice. This is a good one. Because this captures this stone, makes one eye, and now black's group is quite strong. Already has one eye and only has to make one more eye here, or maybe even here. That should be absolutely possible. Okay, yes, this looks almost alive. And black even played this shoulder hit to reduce white's left side. Okay, and now I guess white wants to prevent white from building a big A area by moving in here. And white cuts and says, no, I want to have these points. And black says, okay, I'll take the right side. So I do like this move, because before such a move, plays like this are annoying. So if black answers from this side, it will be hard for white to live here. But there's still quite some space left, and black really has to build this, right? So this left side from white is completely secure, so I don't think there's a way for black to really reduce this. There's no big invasion point left. So if white finds a way to live here, this game will be hard for black. So black really has to build the right side, make lots of points there. So this is why I do like this point here. And white tries to reduce with this move. I think attaching might not be the best way. Maybe just playing somewhere on this border would be the normal way, like something like this, or maybe this, because with a move like this there will be follow-ups like this one or this one, which can be annoying. This seems to me, feels to me like it's not the best way to reduce, but I don't exactly know how to punish. So let's just follow the game. Okay, Hane, Atari, yes, why not? Okay, and connect like this. So now black really builds secure territory on the right side. Something like close to 60 points. And white says, okay, so I'll take the middle. And now I think it's a time to actually evaluate the game and decide how aggressive black has to continue. So let's pause for a second and do a brief counting. For black, we have this right side, the A area. He almost has the first 3 lines. So this is 56 plus 2 additional points. So A is something like 58 points. Then we have B and C. I would say B is, well, maybe 7 points. And we have C, and C is another 8 points, roughly. So in total, black has 63 points. What does white have? White has this corner. White has this left side. White has this area here, and some points here. this group, and that's it, plus the center. So the question will be, how many points does white have to make in the center? So let's count the white territories. This is 12 plus maybe 8, so D is about 20, I would say. We have E, and E is yeah, maybe, well, this part is not that clear, so I would say something like 8 to 10, with a lot of potential, obviously. So if white plays, oh no, sorry, not 20, 10. If white plays another move, like here, then this will be way bigger. But let's say at the moment it's 10, and then we have F, and this is another 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Yeah, maybe 15 points. And G is not a lot of points yet, but yeah, at least something like 5, right? So in total white has 50 points. 50 points. So it seems, including Comey, black is leading by 6.5 points, roughly. And as said, I haven't counted this whole center area, which is huge. So this looks like white can make maybe something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like 36 points in the center if white gets this square. So black really has to try something, right? And what black did in the game was he tried to somehow activate these 2 stones. Well, this is super hard, right? I absolutely don't see how to do anything here. White is so strong here, so strong here. So I'm not sure about this move, and white just answered here, which yeah, which looks like there's nothing for black to get. And the same here, so also activating these 2 stones looks almost impossible to me. White just blocks this way, and it looks like black's position is just even more secure than it was before. And then black does one more exchange here, which is not good. Does not, well, it somehow threatens to cut here. Not sure if this works, but again, it just strengthens white's position in the middle. And then after this exchange, these exchanges, black finally plays here, and actually this is the last try to significantly reduce this area, and at the same time maybe make some more points here, but I don't think that this can be enough. So even if black finds a way to get 5 or 10 more points here and reduces white to only 25, 30 points, that will not be enough to actually win the game. And I also thought about a move like this one. So the easiest way would be this one. This is very solid, makes additional 6 points here, prevents white from making this territory, but this is definitely not enough. So maybe this to get 10 to 12 more points here. But still, this will just not be enough, right? For black. So yeah, at this point where we evaluated the game, it looked really hard for black to do anything. So might be that it is already too late, or black really has to do something, yeah, play some do or die moves on the left side, trying to create maybe some more strength here around A, and try to get in here. But yeah, it looks really hard. really hard for black at this point. Anyway, let's go through these moves. So I already commented on these, and then black plays here to reduce. And no, this was my move. Black played here to reduce, and white even just took the lower side away from black, because white already blocked with this move and already secured significant center territory. And then we saw this sequence where black, this move was not great because this way black found this very nice move here, which allowed black to, in the end, capture these 4 stones, which is another 10 points. This is nice. It will not be enough in the end, right? So this sequence followed, and then the endgame started. And yes, this one is big. Yeah. I wanted to comment on 1 or 2 more moves, and then I will finish this review. Here I think this is slightly better, because it threatens to afterwards jump, to A, to completely remove these points from white. White played here, and black decided not to answer, and I think this is the mistake. So I think black should just answer, because white cannot get that much up here actually. So later black will be able to play this, and white kind of has to block here, and black can do something like this and here. So white will not get many points here, so I think this area is not big. Black does not have to play here, but after these exchanges white plays here, and this really is big, right? So compare this result. So as played, black gets only these 9 points here, and if black blocks here, then black gets these 9 points plus additional 8 points here at the bottom. So this is 8 points cente. So this is really big end game. This is why I think black should have blocked there. Okay, and I think there was one more thing. Oh yes, this was just a minor, but I think black can play actually here. So if white cuts, black can play Atari here, and then this is already few more points for black, or less points for white. And there's this follow up for black at A later. So this is slightly better on the left side. And this is just endgame, and I think there was, oh yes, there was one more thing. I think there was a co-situation. Yes, this one. So here black found a way to make co, and white played this co threat, and here I think black really should defend here. Because if white takes the co, then black can play this move, and if white just connects here, then this is quite annoying. So I think yes, white prevented black from taking these 3 stones here and making 6 additional points, or actually 8 additional points. No, that's not completely true, more like 7. But this move also reduces white by about the same amount, and as played in the game, so black took here, white had the chance to jump here, and this is annoying, right? So black had to block here, and these were additional 5 points here, so this was quite big. Yeah, and I think that's just it. Let's go to the end, and at the very end it is 19.5 points. So quite a clear win for white. And there were chances, opportunities for black to get more points during the end game. So I think he could have gotten maybe something like 10 more points during the end game, but it would have been hard to finally win the game. Yeah, and this is actually what we already saw when we did the evaluation of the game, that this white center was just too big. And if we go back to that move, I think it was 104, we see all this white influence. Here at the bottom and here in the center. And I wondered how could black have prevented white from getting all that influence to build this big center territory? And my conclusion is here on the right, black just blocked the right side and got a lot of territory here. So I don't really see a much better way for black to respond to this attached play. And here on the top, white attacked black's group, and black had to somehow defend that group and make life. So again, not that many options. Of course, there always are locally slightly better ways and better tactics, but overall, I don't see a big strategic mistake. And then it comes back to this situation at the bottom, and I think really this lower left corner really was a disaster for black. So if you can remember, black had double approach to white's cornerstone, and it ended with very strong white group here, this stone being captured. A lot of influence for white on the left side, and only a certain influence on the right side for black, which even got broken by white's play here at g4. So I think this was really kind of a disaster for black, and actually finally was one of the main reasons why white finally was able to win this game. Alright, I hope you liked my review, and I wish you good luck for your next games. See you!